Alrighty, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94. Back with another reaction video. Today, we're going to react to how MTV destroyed their network. They gave up on music. That's what happened. They gave up on the music. Like, they play music videos between 3 and 6 o'clock in the morning. Who the fuck is up at that time to watch music videos? Why they just don't do it during the day? It ain't like they producing any good shows these days. You done move Wildin' Out to fucking VH1. So realistically, what do you have? They don't have nothing on there, bro. MTV don't got nothing on there, bro. Everything on MTV is trash, bro. Hot garbage, bro. Beavis and Butthead is on Comedy Central, bro. That's how bad MTV is right now. Bruh. I'm saying, though, like, Beavis and Butthead is on Comedy Central. Wildin' Out is on VH1. They never play any of their good shows that they used to have, like Pump with Ashton Kutcher or Pimp My Ride with Exhibit. They don't play those shows. I would love to watch those reruns. But nah, what does MTV do? They play nothing but that fucking ridiculousness show all fucking day, 24/7. MTV is a fucking joke, bro. Fuck MTV. Fuck BET too, but still.
Whether it was the 80s, where they played music videos 24/7, the 90s, with The Real World, Beavis and Butthead, Yo MTV Raps, the 2000s, with TRL, True Life, Jackass, Spring Break, Cribs, the 2010s, with Jersey Shore and Teen Mom, or sadly today, with 24 hours straight of ridiculousness. MTV holds a special place in all of our hearts. They defined generations of youth culture, inspired and changed music forever. But as the years went on, they slowly lost their identity, struggled to maintain profitability, and failed to adapt to the rapid shifting media landscape. This is the amazing rise and sad, slow downfall of music television. Stay hydrated. This is the very first segment that ever aired on MTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
The rocket blasting off was a beautifully artistic way to introduce the network that would dominate popular culture for the next 20 to 30 years. This first broadcast, which was on August 1st, 1981, was only available in certain parts of New Jersey. As if it couldn't get any more artistic, the first song they ever telecasted was Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. MTV would go on to play almost exclusively music videos 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 6 years straight. But even if it wasn't music videos, it was still 100% music-related programming. That's a lot. So when you see comments that say, I miss when MTV used to only play music, those people are most likely ages 43 and older because that's how old you would have to be to remember that. What I'm saying is it's been a very long time since MTV only showed music. Sorry to 20% of my audience range, I didn't mean to diss y'all. Remember, music videos were basically unheard of at this point. MTV was a huge reason why artists became interested in creating music videos, because they now had a network that would distribute them to the audience. In the beginning, a lot of the same videos got played since they didn't have that many options, but pretty quickly it became an industry standard for artists to create a music video for a single or album. During the 80s, the only break from music videos on MTV would be for video jockeys, who would give an intro or an outro to a song, give a quick little backstory to a band or a song, maybe some general music news, but this only took up a few minutes of airtime.
And behold, a new concept is born. The best of TV combined with the best of radio.
The first shows on MTV were still 100% music focused. Profiles in Rock, Fast Forward, Heavy Metal Mania, The Cutting Edge. These were programs dedicated to documenting and discussing music rather than just watching music videos. MTV hosted the first annual Video Music Award show in 1984, which would bring even more relevance and importance to the music video in itself. I'm very confident in saying that music videos are still extremely important today and that they wouldn't be what they are without MTV's video. Television. In 1986, they broadcasted the first annual spring break coverage. College kids partying down in Florida
when it
had been
used
a
to be
cultural
goated
event for Americans since the 1930s. But in 1985, all hell broke loose when 370,000 kids showed up to Fort Lauderdale, which led to 2,500 arrests. MTV's coverage over the years made kids all over the world yearn for the day that they could visit Florida and party on the beach for a week. Unfortunately, MTV wasn't very profitable as a 100% music-based network. They did not have to pay to play these music videos, which was good, but they also did not get paid by record labels to play them. So the only way they could make money was by selling ad spots, which is essentially the backbone of how TV shows and now content creators make money. As ubiquitous and all-encompassing music content is actually very niche. So getting people to watch MTV for long periods of time was difficult. And obviously the more people watching, the more advertisers are willing to spend, meaning the more money you're gonna make. 100% of you watching this like music. A significantly smaller percentage of you like watching music content, at least consistently. You click over to MTV, a song is playing that you like, you stay and watch. The moment they play a song you don't like, you click off. Let's say they're doing a biography on a band you don't like or that you don't know. Most of you click off. Chances are you'd rather spend your time learning about a band you do like. So all of us like music, but actually only a small group of very open-minded people like watching, learning about, and listening to music that we either don't know or are unsure if we like or not. Granted, there was no other music channel back in the 80s, so maybe people were a bit more complacent. But MTV still prioritized top 20s hits and repeated the same popular songs you were hearing on the radio. It was a safe way to keep people's attention, but angered the niche community of people who wanted fresh music content. The financial struggle reached a tipping point, and it was time for them to pivot before the whole network collapsed. From 1987 to 1996, MTV debuted 39 non-music related shows and 51 music-related shows, cutting the network in half basically with only 56% music content. The other percentage represents shows where it's kinda music-related, but mostly not, so yeah. Remote Control, December 7th, 1987, was a game show marking the first ever non-music show aired on music television. Ratings were at an all-time low, but the game show boosted their numbers by a lot. Remote Control was a Jeopardy-style show where contestants picked a general category and had to answer trivia questions about that category. The theme was centered around pop culture, music, and movies, and the prizes were music-centered as well, so it didn't seem like it was out of place on MTV. From here, the network added animated series to their lineup of programs. Stevie and Zoya were roughly 60-second shorts that would air randomly during commercial breaks about two teens that thwart supervillains' plots. Liquid Television, a more notable animated series, would air June 2nd, 1991. It was a compilation of animated shorts by independent artists. Beavis and Butthead was first featured here and would go on to receive its own very successful spin-off. The shorts were often strange but comical. For example, a parody of melodramatic soap operas but with actual soap.
You're so transparent. I know you still want me.
You're wrong.
Look me in the eyes and say that.
You don't have eyes.
Feisty, aren't you?
The major cultural change would come in 1992 with The Real World. MTV took 7 strangers all in their 20s and put them in a New York City apartment to live together for a few months. It was the first unscripted reality show on television. It was a massive success. Also, side note, I randomly went back and watched this first season and it's very good. I recommend it. The cast was very well chosen, a good mix of people who would never ordinarily live together. These 7 strangers became a representation of what the 90s youth was like, talking social issues, racism, gender roles, sex. MTV gave a platform to the people of the Black, Latino, LGBTQ communities who were underrepresented in mainstream media at the time. Norman was even the first openly bisexual man on television. The show was raw and real, and you could feel it when you watched it. The term reality television comes from the real world. MTV literally invented reality TV, which we all know ended up becoming more important than their origins as the music network. One thing a lot of people don't give MTV credit for is that they continuously tried to produce music-related shows. As you can see, there's an extensive list of shows. Most of these only ran for a year or less for one simple reason: people didn't watch them. Why? We talked about it before. Everyone likes music, but music content is niche. It's easy to skip. I'm sure if MTV had music-related shows that were popular and profitable, they would have stuck with them. Well, they did actually have a couple. Yo MTV Raps, running from 1988 to 1995. This was the
That's what I'm talking about! That's what he's giving me! That's what he's gonna do!
Yo, MTV Raps was that shit! Oh, man. That shit. I mean, it was before my time, but still, going back and watching the episodes and all that, goated.
First hip-hop music show on the network. The show was 2 hours long and would feature rap videos, interviews with rap stars, and live in-studio performances. Many iconic groups and artists would be able to tell their stories and show the real culture of rap music from the perspective of the artists who created it.
NWA.
The Notorious B.I.G. explained how he met Diddy.
My man Matty C got with Puff, and Puff said he wanted to do something.
Supposed to do NWA. That's the most infamous one.
A little garbage demo, you know.
No, it was
But he just knew that. He just told me that he knew I could rap.
Tupac explained how he got into music.
Shock was like, come on the road. You could be my roadie, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be glamorous, but you'll be working, you'll be meeting people.
The Wu-Tang Clan performed Cream live.
Everything around me, Cream, get the money, dollar bill,
It
yo.
was a hip-hop head's paradise and helped rap music become accepted as a mainstream genre.
Facts.
The Grind, airing in 1992, was another hip-hop-centric show, featuring the hottest new rap and hip-hop records in a club-like atmosphere with young people dancing and enjoying the music. The dance party would be punctuated by short clips of the respective tracks' music videos. You could feel like you were at the club and maybe even learn a few new dance moves from the comfort of your living room. They did have some music-related hit shows, but it's not like the other shows they put on the network at the time were so left field that they didn't contribute to the musical zeitgeist at all. Beavis and Butthead is an iconic cartoon that was about two stoners who watched music videos on their couch, while Celebrity
weren't
Deathmatch
stoners.
was about celebrities.
Celebrity
death.
Celebrity Deathmatch, nigga. Wait, wrong.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's here with me. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. To this day. To this day. To this day.
Celebrity Deathmatch is goated, bruh. Goated. The matchups they used to put up. Shout out to MTV for not giving a fuck. Shout out to MTV for not giving a fuck. The matchups that they would put out there, most definitely. Shout out to MTV for that. Shout out to MTV for not giving a fuck about people's opinions or feelings. Shout out to MTV, bro.
Musicians fighting to the death. MTV was creating culture. However, some of their audience still wanted just music, which they were providing with programs like the Top 20 Video Countdown and MTV Unplugged, but it wasn't enough. So in 1996, on their 15th anniversary, they launched M2, later becoming MTV2, which was them going back to their origins of just playing music videos.
Hey, MTV2.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's here with me. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
MTV2. Sucker Free Countdown. Sucker Free Countdown on Saturday and Sunday. Sucker Free Sunday. That 4-hour block. Bro, back around this, I don't know how it was in y'all states or cities, but up north, we had MTV2 for free. We didn't need cable for MTV2. MTV2 was free for us. Yep, that's right. For all my people that lived in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, remember MTV2 was Channel 7. Remember that? Bro, we had MTV2 for free, nigga. Channel 7, nigga. We had that shit for free. We was getting MTV2 for free, nigga. I don't know how it was in the other states, but if y'all was getting MTV2 for free, y'all was goated, bruh. Real talk. MTV2 Sucker Free Countdown on Saturdays, top 20 video, top 25 videos, and then Sucker Free Sunday, where it's just like 4 hours of just non-stop rap music, all fuck, bro. You just had to be there, bro. You just had to be there, bro. You just had to be there, bro. Bro, you just had to be there, bro. MTV2 was goated. Then they had Wildin' Out The first season of Wildin' Out. Then in 2006 they got rid of the channel.
Love of God! For the love of God! Please!
Emotional damage.
And I'm gonna miss that. Bruh, MTV2. When they took MTV2 away, and then ironically, they replaced MTV2 with fucking Vivo of all things, bruh. Yes, that's right, bro. They replaced MTV2 with Vivo, bro. And this is before it came to YouTube, by the way. And they used to play nothing. They used to play nothing but they played nothing but bangers all day. But then, like, once Vivo started going crazy and they got implemented with YouTube, that's when the channel went down. And that channel not around no more. Yeah, Channel 7 ain't no longer around no more. But it was the Vivo channel for a hot minute, bro. I remember too, because they used to play nothing. That's where I found out about so many artists was from that Vivo channel. They played nothing but music videos nonstop. They did like the only bad thing about that channel was the commercials was like 5 hours long. Was like, not 5 hours, but like 5 minutes long, bro. Like, oh my God.
Love of God! For the love of God! Please! Damn! Hey, yo, what the fuck? Really, nigga?
Bruh, they used to play the music. They would give you 20 minutes of straight. They give you 20 minutes. Okay, they give you 20 minutes of straight music videos. Then you get like a 5-minute commercial break, and you see you would literally see the same commercial 3 times in a row. It was ridiculous, bro. I can't tell you how many times I saw the goddamn what's that thing? That thing that you press down and you be chopping people, and you be chopping up the food and stuff like that. Remember the little meme? You can chop your nuts. that thing, bro. They used to play that fucking commercial like 3 times in a row, bro. I remember that, bro. They give you 20 minutes of videos, and then you get 5 minutes of commercials, bruh. And then the viewership started going down. But it was okay though when they was just playing nothing but the bangers, bro. All the top hip hop, the top rap. You knew when the hip hop hour was coming, because the hip hop hours was between 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then 9 o'clock. And then after that, they'd just be playing pop music the whole time. Unless you was going to stay up to like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, then them 2 hours was all hip hop and rap and R&B. Dog, Vivo had their own fucking channel, bro. And then that shit got taken down. Then we ain't had no music channels. I was sick, bro. I was like, damn, we ain't got no music channels no more. BT still the only channel that was still playing music videos was BT, because they still had 106 in Park. Damn, that's how old I am. 106 in Park got taken off the television when I graduated high school. That's crazy, bro.
24/7. If you only wanted music, you could go over to their second channel and consume just that, which is basically what I did with my second YouTube channel. It's all music related content. MTV2 would play an hour-long, day-long, sometimes even one weekend-long segment dedicated to just one band. Music videos from all different kinds of artists and all genres. They even attempted to play every music video in their catalog in alphabetical order. To no surprise, MTV2 was not a huge hit. Music fans love to point the finger at MTV and blame them for broadcasting non-music shows, but failed to tune in when the network created something music related. Or maybe it was just the casuals that didn't tune in. So the actual music fans represented such a...
Pretty much they had, like, MTV had to understand, bro. Not everybody's interested in pop music. Not everybody was born in the 80s. Not everybody's very fond of the 90s music. Not everybody's fond of rock and roll and pop music and heavy metal and all that stuff. Like I'm like, y'all know me. I'm straight up hip hop and R&B, straight up. You know what I'm saying? A couple of pop songs I let slide through if they was bumping. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, Britney Spears had that. Britney Spears had them hits. Let's be real. Britney Spears had them hits. Justin Timberlake had them hits. You know what I'm saying? But then when you start playing Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, I'm a head out. And then when you start playing Destiny's Child and Lil Bow Wow, all I wanna do is see you bounce with me, bounce with me. Come on, man. I'm not here to listen to no goddamn. I'm not here to listen to no goddamn AC/DC, bro. I'm not here to listen to them, bro. I'm not here to listen to no Kiss. I'm not here to listen to no Queen. I'm not here to listen to none of that. I'm here for the NWAs, the Ice Cubes, the Snoop Doggy Dogs, the Tupacs, the Dr. Dre's, the Little Bow Wows, the Ludacris's, the Nellies, the Chingies. Nigga, I just want to listen to straight up rap and art. And that's why I said when they created Sucker Free, because they used to have it come on at 9 o'clock every night. You get, for the next 2 hours, from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, nothing but straight hip hop. Sucker Free nights. Then on Saturdays, the Sucker Free countdown. Then on Sunday, 4 hours, the Sucker Free Sunday Sucker Free. Oh my God.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
I'm telling y'all, dog. I'm telling y'all, dog. Y'all had to be there to understand, bro. Like, they had, like, when they split it up, it's fine when they split it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's really what they needed to do, was just split it up. You know, have your rap at a certain hour, have your pop and rock at a certain hour. Just give us that. So that way we can differentiate, so that way we can know when to come back. And then you can see what's working. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, though.
Small percentage of MTV's viewership that it wasn't enough to keep the network profitable. From 1997 to 2008, MTV debuted 151 non-music related shows and 56 music related shows. Now only 25% of the network was music content. At the turn of the century, MTV played 36.5% fewer music videos. MTV President Van Toffler stated, "Clearly, the novelty of just showing music videos has worn off. It's required us to reinvent ourselves to a contemporary audience." Can we really blame MTV, which at the end of the day is just a business, for simply listening to the data and investing into the content that their audience is watching? Music is deeply rooted in all aspects of pop culture. It was becoming evident that people would rather listen to music in their headphones, on their way to work and school, or at a party, not on TV. However, we are about to enter in what my generation would argue as the best MTV era. TRL. aired September of 1998. The 10 most requested music videos of the day, as voted by viewers via phone and later the internet, would be played in a top 10 style. Celebrity guests would also make appearances and have short informal interviews with the host, Carson Daly. The energy was always high on TRL due to it being broadcasted live in front of a studio audience.
Yep.
You could hear the cheers of the crowd as the next celebrity guest was introduced. The studio was located in Times Square. Large crowds would gather outside the studio hoping to catch a glimpse of their favorite artists. By 2000, it was one of MTV's most watched programs.
Yep.
Due to its popularity, it became an important promotional tool for artists. I think in the dead center of the music industry, TRL is certainly maybe the most important thing at the moment for these top 10 artists. The Backstreet Boys were at their peak in the early years of TRL. They made an appearance May 18th, 1999 to promote their new album Millennium, which was released that day. The album would go on to be certified 13 times platinum. We can't accredit this success to TRL entirely, but it certainly helped. So many fans showed up outside the TRL studio during their appearance that the NYPD were forced to shut down the roads in Times Square, one of the world's busiest intersections. A number of other culturally iconic moments would happen on TRL over the next couple of years. May 2000, Eminem would host his own version of TRL dubbed MTV, where he referred to music videos from the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and Britney Spears as trash.
Yesterday on TRL, we saw Britney Spears, NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, and a bunch of other trash.
He played his own top 10 rather than the typical fan voted, as well as parodying popular MTV shows, making fun of the TRL VJs, and dissing popular musicians. 2002, Beyonce and Jay-Z would seemingly make their first public debut as a couple, performing '03 Bonnie and Clyde. 2003, P. Diddy and Britney Spears made an appearance where Diddy ran on a treadmill for an hour in preparation for the New York City Marathon, while Britney dabbed the sweat from his forehead with a towel. TRL in the early 2000s was a cultural moment that I don't think could be recreated. The early 2000s was also booming with iconic and creative MTV shows. The Tom Green Show, Boiling Points, Jackass, Viva La Band, Wild Boys, Punk'd, Making the Band, True Life.
Oh man, Making the Band. Oh nigga.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why
Nigga had to walk for some damn cheesecake. Ain't no fucking way.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no fucking way they made P. Diddy made them niggas walk out for some cheesecake, bruh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Had them niggas walk out for some cheesecake, bruh. He was like, yeah, go get me some cheesecake, playboy. Yeah, take that, yeah. And then this nigga right here, oh my god, Dylan. Who the top 5 best rappers of all time? Dylan, and Dylan, cause I spit hot fire. Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
Room Raiders, Next, Parental Control, High School Story.
Oh man. Hey, these is some goated ass shows though, but it's one show that he not bringing up, and that's that Spider-Man series. Y'all remember the MTV Spider-Man that only did one season but got canceled? Hey, we gotta do a video on that one. That shit was goated, bro. They really should have kept They really should have kept that Spider-Man. That shit was fire, bro. Y'all remember that Spider-Man that MTV had? That shit was fire.
My Super Sweet 16, Pimp My Ride, the Andy Milonakis.
Oh man, damn, Pimp My Ride.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's here, me. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
So you want to be a player, but your reels ain't fly? You gotta hit us up to get a pimped out ride. You got to pimp my ride. Damn right. You got to pimp my ride. That was my shit. And then Andy Milonakis, I got peas on my head, but don't call me a pea head. Peas on my head, but don't call me a bee head. Come on, man. This is my shit right here.
Robin Big, Cribs, and so many more.
Hey man, hey, I want to do it, but I know it's gonna get blocked. I want to do the episode when they did Redman, bro. Redman, Cribs, best episode, hands down.
MTV was absolutely crushing it with ideas. It was these shows that would be the foundation for content creators on YouTube.
They had a basketball They had a basketball reality show too. It was like a basketball tournament and shit. I remember it too. It was a basketball tournament. They had it too. It was this one dude. He was on there. He was cold. I believe his name was White Chocolate. I believe that's what his name was. He was a white boy. He was cold though. That nigga was breaking nigga ankles and shit. That nigga was cold, cuz. For real. I forgot the name of that show. I gotta look that up.
Who still to this day are basically making the 2022 version of an old MTV show. The shows that weren't about music, I will admit, were drifting further and further away from having any music relevance. However, they still had shows like Run's House, which was
man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's MVP. That's why he's the GOAT.
Whose house? Run's house. Yo, they taking me back on this one. Yo, MTV used to have some golden shows. I'm just now realizing that. I'm just realizing that now.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
Bro, I'm starting to realize, bro, they had some golden ass shows back then.
Viewers in touch with hip-hop culture, the Osbournes, which followed Ozzy Osbourne.
I ain't watched this show. I can't watch no show by no demonic ass nigga like this, bro. This nigga's demonic ass. This nigga was eating bat heads, bro. Drinking blood and shit. Hell no, bro. Fuck out of here.
His family, heavy metal culture, Meet the Barkers, which followed Travis Barker, punk emo culture.
I don't remember
Ashley
this.
Simpson Show, pop music.
I don't remember this.
These shows were unique. They were weird, very cringy, and most of them didn't age well. But they took elements of different music cultures and brought them together to one network. You could even argue that the most diverse time for popular music in general was in the early 2000s. MTV was the entertainment industry and was this beautifully chaotic representation of so many different kinds of personalities and cultures. The generation before it hated it, of course, because they remembered MTV as just music videos and the occasional boring biography about how Kenny Loggins grew up in Washington and started his first high school band. That shit was boring. Music has always been about personality, about style. It's more than just melodies and instruments. MTV may have been playing a small percentage of music on television, but they defined a generation of musical artists, how they act, how they dress, how they relate to the youth, all by giving them a platform to millions of global viewers every day. They were doing so great with non-music related stuff that they almost gave up entirely. From 2008 to 2016, MTV debuted 101 non-music related shows and 5 music related shows. Now only 5% of the network was music.
Bruh. 2008 was like the changing of the guard. 2008 was like honestly one of them last good years to feel good about shit. But it was honestly it was like a changing of the guard year, and I can't really explain it to y'all. 2008 was arguably a good ass year. It was a really good ass year. It was like a changing of the guard though. I don't know, maybe it's because I was in the early stages of my teenage years. 2008, I was like 13 around this time, going on 14. So but television just started changing, bro. I mean, you was looking for the music videos. The music videos weren't there no more. Then it's like fuck MTV and BET. I'ma just go on YouTube and watch them now. And then it's like a changing of the guard, bro. It's like around this time the internet started to become prevalent, bro. Because that's when we got Time Warner Cable in our house. For those of y'all that don't know, Time Warner Cable is what Spectrum is. What Spectrum is now, before that, it was Time Warner Cable. Just remember that. But yeah, so I remember Time Warner Cable actually became affordable around this time, and now we can have it in the house and shit like that. Man, we finally had internet in the house. I go on YouTube, watch all the videos and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Man, it was like a change, bro. And that's when I got my first laptop and shit. I started editing videos. I was uploading them to my old YouTube channel, the one that I was rapping on, the one that I deleted that you will never find. You will never find them videos. You will never embarrass me. And them rap videos, you'll never embarrass me. Fuck you.
Music content. Music videos were featured on MTV up to 8 hours per day in 2000. The year 2008 saw an average of just 3 hours of music videos per day. TRL's relevance dwindled, and the ratings were at an all-time low. Some people say it's because of Carson Daly leaving, but it's tough to really pinpoint why. Some things just become less cool over time. The kids who used to stand out in Times Square for 3 hours to get a glimpse of the back of Justin Timberlake's head grew up. They are now in crippling college debt and working in a cubicle hating their lives.
Pretty much.
Kids like me were hooked on the Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network. In 2008, they officially canceled TRL.
Nigga, who the fuck was watching Disney Channel in 2008? Tell me that. Nigga, who the fuck was watching Disney Channel in 2008? There was nothing on at that time. What was on Disney Channel around this time? What, Corey in the House? Didn't that show get canceled after one season? Corey in the House? That shit got canceled after one season. That shit was trash. I still don't get how y'all like that show, bro. And then turn it into this big ass meme. Corey in the House was trash. I'm sorry. I watched one episode of that shit. I said, wow, this shit is garbage. Disney Channel has always been ass. It's forever going to be ass. 2008 around this time, Nickelodeon wise, was ass. Cartoon Network around this time, it was alright. We was still, for a lot of us, we was feeling the effects of Ed, and Eddie being gone. Because I believe, because around this time, this is when Ed, and Eddie was like just reruns now. There was no more new episodes. Ed, and Eddie was gone. Dexter's Laboratory was gone. Johnny Bravo was gone. Powerpuff Girls was gone. The only thing that kept us coming back to the only thing that kept me coming back to Cartoon Network around this time was Toonami and Boondocks. That was it. I didn't really fuck with Cartoon Network like that no more because they got rid of all the shows I grew up with. They started bringing in all these new shows. Codename Kids Next Door was gone. What else was gone? Codename Kids Next Door, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends was gone. It was a lot, bro. 2008 was like a changing of the guard year, bro. For real.
With a special 3-hour episode. On the non-music front, MTV still had popular shows. In fact, they were the only shows keeping the cash flowing for the network. Robin Big, Fantasy Factory, Nitro Circus, America's Best Dance Crew, Silent Library, Bully Beatdown, The Hills, My Super Sweet 16, Made, Jersey Shore, Teen Mom. The great social media emergence was happening, and truthfully, TV in general was struggling. Just before everyone jumped ship, MTV had a couple shows with record-breaking numbers. Jersey Shore aired December 3rd, 2009 to 1.38 million viewers.
I still don't get why people watch the show. This show was hot
at a
garbage.
vacation home in Seaside Heights, New Jersey, which is also where my first job was. The show would often focus on the cast going out to clubs, getting way too drunk, the occasional fight, plenty of drama, and the tumultuous relationships
this shit
between
was
cast
not
members.
good for television.
It wasn't an instant hit, but after the first season, drew huge viewership. Season 2 premiered to 5...
Jersey Shore is the white people version of Love and Hip Hop. Just think about it for a second. What Love and Hip Hop is to black women and anybody, to all black people that watch that goddamn ratchet ass show, Jersey Shore is the white people version of that. And that's facts, my nigga. Don't tell me any differently. Jersey Shore is the white people version of Love and Hip Hop, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Jersey Shore crawled so Love and Hip Hop could fly. Jersey Shore crawled so Love and Hip Hop could fly, bruh. Both these shows are garbage. They ratchet as hell. I just can't sit up there and watch ignorance. That's just me personally. I can't sit up here and watch ignorance. Okay? It was cool that one time on BET when they was doing College Hill, Virgin Islands, and the light-skinned girl got into it with the dark-skinned girl, and the light-skinned girl whooped her motherfucking ass. That was a one-time thing, though. It was because it wasn't about that. It wasn't even about that. It was just about college kids living together, bro. It was no drama, no nothing. But when the drama ensued, it was like, oh, shit, y'all saw all... nigga, seeing that light-skinned girl beat the fuck out that dark-skinned girl. That shit was a one-time event. But that's only one time, though. When it's constantly every episode, y'all fighting over the dumbest and pettiest shit. Because a bitch wore the same dress as you to a club. Now they beefing for 3 fucking seasons. Make it make sense, bro. What? And y'all really sit up here and watch that shit. That's why the world is so fucked up now. Cause look at what they put on television, bro. Look at what they are putting on television. That's why the world's so fucked up now. You got this garbage right here. You got Love and Hip Hop for the black people. I'm pretty sure the Mexicans got their show. We just don't know about it. The Asians probably got their show too. We just don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? But bruh, this garbage right here ain't nothing but the white people version of Love and Hip Hop. I'm telling you, bruh. This shit is garbage. It's ratchet. I don't want any parts of it. I mean, this bitch was a hoe. Let's be real. She was a hoe, bro. The whole time she was a hoe in this show, bro. Let's be real. I take that back. All of these bitches was hoes. Let's be real, bro. All these bitches was hoes. It ain't even up for debate. Let's be real, bro. Bruh, Jersey Shore ain't nothing but the white people version of Love and Hip Hop, bro. I'm telling you.
0.25 million viewers, and by season 3, 8.4 million viewers turned in for the premiere, making it MTV's highest viewed telecast ever. It would break that record again with 8.87 million viewers for season 3 episodes.
They drunk, they getting arrested, they getting in the fights.
5.8 million viewers across the whole series. 4 of the cast members would go on to receive their own spin-off series on MTV, and the anonymous letter to Sammy would go on to become one of the best memes ever. Sam, the first night at bed when you left, Ron made out with 2 girls and put his head between a cocktail waitress's breasts. Also was grinding with multiple fat women. Teen Mom, December 8th, 2009, aired to 2.1 million viewers.
See, I can't watch this shit either.
Of several young mothers navigating the hardships.
I'll be damned. The ratchetry here. We are watching shows about teenage pregnancy, and they wonder why these children are out here having sex at such a young age. Look at what you're producing! Look at what you're producing! Look at this shit! I'll be damned. And imagine if they had a black people version of the show. Imagine if they had a black people version of the show, where it was just nothing but young black girls 16 years old and pregnant. Do you know how fucking disgusted I would be? As a black man, do you know how fucking disgusted I would be? Nigga. Ain't no fucking way.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Bruh.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Boy, if you don't get...
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
For the love of God!
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
For the love of
Boy, ain't no way,
God!
boy. Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Damn! What the hell? Oh my God, no way! Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
And y'all sit up here and watch this garbage. I am not about to sit up here and watch a show that promotes teen pregnancy. And this was on when I was in high school, bruh. Do you know how scary this shit is to watch? I don't want nothing to do with this shit, bruh. This shit is scary within itself. They promoting this shit on television, thinking that they're educating people. No, you're promoting teen pregnancy. You're promoting teen pregnancy, man. I will never support the show. And then they do the follow-up. Now they got now they doing a spin-off where it's a follow-up with them years later. With the baby growing up and shit now. Now the baby can talk and crawl. Now the baby can talk and write and read and shit. Nigga, man. Where's the fathers at? And not the fathers that got these bitches pregnant. I'm talking about the actual biological fathers that brought them into this world. Where are the fathers at? Where are the parents in this situation? What were they doing? How? What? Who said this was a good idea, bro? Who said a show about pregnant teenagers was a good idea to put on national television, bro? Who on the hottest fucking network, bro? Imagine. I know there was some black girls on this show, but imagine if they had a show where it was just nothing but black girls. You'd be mad too, wouldn't you? I know, cause I'm mad right now. I'm just saying, bro.
Of being a teen mom, with a focus on their complicated family and romantic relationships. The series would grow to pull in 5.6 million viewers for the finale. This shit is garbage. Season. Teen Mom would actually have a positive impact on the youth. MTV's 16 and Pregnant and Teen Mom led to a 5.7% reduction in teen births. This series would also endure the test of time, with its original series renamed Teen Mom OG and its many spin-offs still being aired on the network till this day. Catfish is another program that since its first episode
this show is
still being shown on the network today. This show
is straight bogus. Catfish is straight bogus. Cause now they promoted. Cause now this is the shit that get people stabbed up and found in a ditch. Okay, let's just keep it real for a second. This shit right here, this is how people get found in ditches. Cause you're promoting this. This is what causes people to be found in ditches. This is what causes people to commit suicide. Look at what you're promoting. Look at what you're doing. Look at the long-term effects that you are putting on people, bro. This show is not funny, bro. Y'all playing with people's emotions and shit. Like, this shit is sad, bro. And then they got cameras, bro, to embarrass you, bro. Do you know how fucking sad this show is? This show is fucking sad. I only watched one episode. Only episode I watched was the episode when motherfucker was faking like they was Bow Wow. The Bow Wow episode is the only episode I ever watched. I watched that one episode. I said I would never watch this shit again, cause I see the narrative that it pushes. I see the narrative that is pushing. It's fucking with people's mental, and it's making people feel uncomfortable and feel like you can't trust nobody, and it feels like, man, I can't even talk to nobody. Man, I see a beautiful girl. Or, you know, say whatever you into. It's 2023. I'm not judging. But if you see somebody you like and you want to approach them or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You don't even feel comfortable doing it now. This show right here gives you social anxiety. For real. Like, this show will really give you social anxiety. I watched one episode. I caught social anxiety. Just off that one episode. Nigga, I wouldn't. No, bro. This is how people gain. This is how you destroy people's mental health, bro. For real. This is how people end up killing themselves or hurting somebody else. Stop it.
Focuses on the deception of individuals making fake profiles on social media sites and essentially lying to become romantically involved with an unsuspecting victim. The producers would then set up a meeting between the catfish and the victim, who had never met in real life previously. This would often lead to great disappointment because the catfish was not who they presented themselves to be online. They would look entirely different, not live the lifestyle they described, and sometimes not even be the sex they had presented as.
Obviously, you're not a man.
Obviously.
This obviously led to some pretty good TV with very real reactions ranging from disbelief, sadness, anger, and the occasional, you know what, we can make this work.
Excuse me. I'll tell you one thing right now, buddy.
Excuse me.
One thing you're gonna learn to love it too.
What the hell are you talking about,
What's
dude?
going on? I'm gonna be the one wearing the pants in this one. Understand that?
Dude, you're being...
This shit is not funny, bro.
We ain't got we don't talk. Are you kidding me?
Cause if that was a real nigga, you would have been dead. This nigga would have had fuck. This nigga this nigga would be a closed casket funeral. It'll be a closed casket funeral for this nigga. And the black dude will really be in jail right now doing life. First degree murder right here. First 48, nigga, right here. Fuck out of here, bro. This shit is not funny, bro.
You could still be my chocolate kiss, too. You don't forget about that, baby.
The 2011 VMAs would become the most watched broadcast in MTV history, pulling in a whopping 12.4 million viewers. Beyonce famously announced that she was pregnant with her first child during the awards. This announcement would break the record at the time for the most tweets per second recorded for a single event, with 8,868 tweets per second. From a numbers standpoint, everything seemed all good with MTV. VMAs were booming, their reality shows were at an all-time high, but MTV lost their identity. In 2010, they dropped the music television branding, so now MTV didn't actually stand for anything. Before, the network appealed to music listeners. Sure, the reality shows brought in the dollars, but the music videos and the music shows kept that reminder that we are a music-based network that also dips into other areas of pop culture.
That's where they fucked up at.
It was the opposite. They only appealed to a mainstream pop culture audience and didn't have any music-related stuff to fall back on, which is all good, but keeps this insane amount of pressure for the network to constantly be cutting edge, producing the hottest show that kids around the world are identifying with. You see, before social media, whatever MTV put on was what defined us. Now with Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and every teenager having access to the entire internet at their fingertips, kids became influenced by so many other things. Teenagers are now more individualistic, not just identifying and buying into whatever is fed to them.
Facts.
Instead of adapting, it seems like MTV just kind of wrote out what was working. They strung along together another season of Catfish, another Teen Mom, another Jersey Shore spinoff. They stopped innovating, not even trying any music-related shows since they dropped the branding. Plus, the world was moving at a much faster pace. By the time they came up with an idea, cast, shoot, edit, and release a show, it could be irrelevant to the kids. TV networks weren't taking YouTube and Instagram seriously enough. In 2016, MTV finally reached an all-time low and decided, okay, we're gonna bring the music back. They announced 14 new series that are inspired by a renewed focus on music and youth culture. On top of that, TRL is back. The series we once loved is going to be at the forefront of music.
They brought it back with DC
like their hearts were
Fly.
in the right place, and they were listening to the commenters on the internet begging for music to be played on TV. But it was too late. They had already given up on music for about 10 years at this point. It's not a shock that TRL didn't last. None of the new programs stuck. Plus, the need for MTV is gone. Why would an artist want to put effort into MTV showing their video when they could potentially get hundreds of millions of views on YouTube? If they played Needed Me by Rihanna on MTV in 2016 for 24 hours straight for a week, it still wouldn't have gotten the 300 million viewers that it has on YouTube. Plus, MTV isn't paying you, so why not just put effort into social media marketing, which will bring people directly to streaming services where you can make money from them listening to your music. Artists can directly reach their fans by just uploading to their own personal account, and fans just search for any artist they want to listen to whenever they want. We just don't need MTV for music anymore. But now even their moneymaker shows were running out of gas. By 2020, the only thing that seemed to work for them was Ridiculousness. Ridiculousness is a good show for the moment because it has that comfort food appeal across multiple generations. It's seen repeat viewers jump from twice a week to 6 times per week, and the network has increased our time spent viewing by 21% with our stacks of Ridiculousness. Rob Dyrdek sold them the idea for this show back in 2007 because he saw America's Best Home Videos sell for $500 million in global syndication. This show was able to last 900 episodes because it is the perfect thing to put on when you want to turn off your brain after a long day, providing the same mindless, thoughtless, and unstimulating value to your cluttered brain. It's also the best thing to put on in the background at a barbershop or bar restaurant. MTV has fully given up all hope. They have been losing money for over a decade and have gave up their identity as well. Even on the 40th anniversary of the network, they didn't play a documentary, no throwbacks, no nostalgia, just 24 hours straight of ridiculousness. They aren't trying to tap into the youth culture, they aren't investing in social media or today's musical landscape. Maybe they're working on some Paramount Plus originals, but since it's behind a paywall, 90% of us won't see it. MTV had an amazing run, provided so much for music and for pop culture. Sadly, we can't love MTV anymore because there just isn't anything there to love.
Pretty much, man. Fuck MTV, man. Fuck MTV. Don't think this M right here is for the Bucks. You see the logo. Don't even think. This is for the hometown. But yeah, fuck MTV. You ain't been shit since 2007, really. You've been promoting very terrible shit. Very terrible content. Jersey Shore is the white people version of Love and Hip Hop. Teen Mom is the most egregious thing you could have ever fucking did. And Catfish, I don't even know how the fuck y'all even got away with that one. But it is what it is. Y'all used to be a respectable channel, but it's fuck you now. Forever. Fuck MTV forever. I don't see how the fuck they ain't dead yet. They should been got taken off the fucking airwaves a long time ago. Fuck MTV. Please. Disappear forever. Don't come back. Just sell t-shirts, man. Cause that's really all people buy these days is the fucking MTV t-shirts. That's all I see people wearing. Fuck everything else. Just have just sell t-shirts. Or make a YouTube channel and just play music videos 24/7. Other than that, fuck them.